Alright guys, hello, welcome back to the Mokey Mokey channel. Today we still have our guest here, Rico.
It's a
Um,
me.
we are going to jump in the second deck that we brought here today. So this is my version on Zoo Beatdown. It's also it's similar to yours, but
Yes.
has a kind of different idea. So let's jump right into it. I will show you its features.
Let her go.
So, as you do, I play Free Bazoo because I think this is the most important card of this deck.
Best card of the deck. Best
Yeah.
card of the deck.
It is actually such a big beater when he banishes 3 cards. And also, like you do, I play like a dimension build, so I play by banish and then OTK by 1 big swing. But the
Yes.
difference to yours is I don't have a turbo engine myself. I go basically for just straight beat the hell out of your opponent
Yes.
and then finish with a big blow. So that's why we play 3 gorillas. Yeah, just like you do.
So far, not the difference.
I play only 2 Bellocs.
Okay, that's interesting. So why exactly only 2?
Because when you go for just a basic beatdown and then you're going for the last swing, you're not inherently dependent on 3 of those. You just want to see 1 of those when it's important. So I like to have the bigger beaters, and then I have a different engine also in my deck that you don't have. That I prefer for also putting pressure on my opponent.
So a bit space and more.
It gives me a few more options.
Yeah, more options.
So I will get him when I need for the big swing, but I have other options in my deck that I can still play. And this card, the werewolf, he's basically the winning card for me because he has a similar role to your deck, but he's actually more important in mine. We will come later to this card back again, but I will tell you right now, for gold format, this is one of the most underappreciated card together with Mirage Dragon. I think this card should be in a lot more chaos decks, but it's just not in there. But I think like the stats with the 1600 beater and the effect that no traps in the battle phase from your opponent can be activated are actually that important that a lot more people should consider it.
The thing about Pitch Black Werewolf is it doesn't say opponent's battle phase, it says battle phase. That means
Exactly.
your battle phase and the opponent's battle phase.
Yeah, he cannot use traps in his own battle phase as well.
So Call of the Hunted, etc. are not possible against this guy in the battle phase.
Yes.
It's so underappreciated.
I play 1 Harpy too. Basically the same thing. Why you do that? She gets piercing damage with Bedlocks, and also she negates flip effects. And I like to have that option in my main deck, and because
it just denies the opponent from some backups and returns, right?
So here comes the first difference. Your deck actually plays Dimension Fusion. I do not. I play Return from a different dimension. So I have the option to play Kaiku in main deck.
Yes.
I really like the option to have Kaiku in my main deck because he can basically destroy any Chaos Engine decks. He makes really good pressure on it.
He's just the format destroyer.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's not the Ghost Destroyer. He's the format destroyer. Breaker because he's Breaker.
Yes.
Lily because I love Lily. She puts so much pressure by just being on the field, not just being there, just summoning Lily, and it's so much like she has 400 only, but she can be 3,400.
Yes.
I know life points. I know life points matter in this deck, but also because I'm not dependent on paying 2,000 life points, she actually becomes more handy because I can bait out traps with her and then go with return afterwards, because even if I have only 200 life points
Yes.
or less, I can still do return. You cannot do dimension fusion then, but I can
That's
do that.
true.
So she can basically swing. Your opponent has to react to this. Because 3,400 in your face is nothing you can just
not
shake.
It's not funny.
One Blade Knight,
Yes.
one Exile Force, one DD Warrior Lady, and one DD Assailant.
So the warrior toolbox. of
Yes,
the
I
decks.
play a Warrior Toolbox engine. This is why I basically don't play free Badlocks and just leave a few more spaces free,
Yes.
because I like to have the Warrior engine just inside. So the DD engine is for aggression and banish.
Yes.
As return does not also summon them, summon the opponent's banish is also really nice. So I even have more options for that. And Blade Knight is here to negate any flip effects, like I need that. And also Exile Force just gets rid of everything.
Yes.
One Tribe, one Sinister Serpent. So Sinister Serpent has not a big role in this deck, besides giving fodder for him and just being fodder for Graceful, being fodder for basically dual protection. He has no bigger role. You can also stall with him. That's the only reason why I play him. There's no bigger element to him. I don't play Abyss Soldier or something like this.
I personally think that Abyss Soldier is a card that you shouldn't really play in a zoo deck, because you don't play enough waters to make him really alive.
I have the same approach to that. I think also that only there would be only 4 water total, and that's just not enough for me. Yeah, the Trinity, power spells, power spells, power spells, power spells, power spell that not a lot of people play, but it's a power spell.
Yes.
We have warriors, Rhoda. We don't play 2 Rhodas. We have only 4 warriors. One is enough.
So you go with the same principle as me. We can afford playing 1 Rhoda, but we don't have enough warriors to justify 2 Rhodas. So 1 is fine and it works.
Exactly.
Yes.
Same principle.
I see.
So here comes one of the most important cards, Dust Tornado.
Yes.
Dust Tornado in this deck. This is why this deck actually works in its own approach. Because Dust Tornado, it does not only kick spell and traps, which is important because we want our aggro to go through, but the really important thing about it, you can set a card after this is activated. So we play triple dimension, return from different dimension. So why is this important? Because usually we don't just want to set return, because return can be kicked by Break, a Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, and so on. And the reason why Dust Tornado is not just a single card and actually a double here is that Dust Tornado gives us the option to set in your opponent's end phase the return, and by that the return is safe in your hand and can just get set when we need it to. Most of the time we would only need 1 return, and the other reason why I chose return is because return can be used in the battle phase, and the battle phase as we know it has one really important card in my deck, the Pitch Black Werewolf.
Yes.
The Werewolf makes return in battle phase so strong. Your opponent cannot ring, your opponent cannot mirror force, your opponent cannot react to the summon by torrential tribute because it's in the battle phase. So if you use this in main phase, you are stupid. If you use this in battle phase, you are good to go, because this guy will save your ass. He will be like, yo, no worries, we got this. And then when we are already in battle phase, there's only one thing that can stop you. A quick spell. Most of the time that would be Ghosts. So this is why we only need him once. We only see him in this one time. We need to see him then, and then we are good to go, because we are swinging and we're winning.
There would be one scenario where this approach would not work, and that would be if your opponent has a Book of Moon and a Mirror Force. That's like the only scenario that I could think of where this does not function appropriately. But besides that, it's pretty much good to go.
exactly. No, I don't think this actually works. No.
If he sets
No.
Pitch Black
No,
Werewolf,
no. Yeah, if he sets Pitch Black Werewolf on the summon, yes, that would work. But if he waits for attack, no, that does not work. So if he sets him during the battle phase when he's summoned,
yes, that's what I mean with
different story. But that would require 2 out cards in the right
Exactly.
order.
Exactly, and one of them is limited. That's pretty much the only. I just want to mention it because it could happen, but that's pretty much the only scenario that could stop it.
And that's also the reason why Lily is actually not bad in this deck, because Lily can basically pay and attack and scout out, and then you can still after that do return in the battle phase, because you don't care, you don't need that many life points compared to Dimension Fusion. Then we play 2 Sakus because we stop aggro in their tracks against us. We play 1 Mirror Force, and then we play, just play the basic best traps, and that's just the build. I think it's really strong, it's really solid.
Yes,
and
it's a very solid build.
And I think that's it. Peace out, guys.